What's up, YTPC? Uncle Willie coming to you from the coop. I broke my tripod. So right now I've got my phone. I got my tripod MacGyvered, temporary MacGyver. That's when you use painter tape. If it was duct tape, it would be a permanent fix. I taped the tripod to a chair arm of a chair that I was going to throw away, like a lawn chair. So I unfolded it, put it there. Seems to work for now. Had to get me a new tripod. Actually, that was a selfie stick. My wife got it probably about 2 years ago. Some freebie she got, publisher, clearinghouse, or one of those contest things. You get free items and whatnot. Anyway, it was been holding up, and it actually, I was going to show it to you. It says it's broke, but I'm using it. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm going to do a quick VR, and then I'm just going to ramble. Chad at Lethal Precision is celebrating his 50 sub goal, and when I looked last, he's in the 70s, so he's growing. Congratulations, Chad. I'm proud to be one of your subs. He's giving away some tobacco. And Chad, I don't mean this in no bad way, but I don't need it. I don't really want any more. I've got all I need and all I want for a long time. So if I do win your goal, please pay it forward or backwards, ever how you want to do it. But give it to the person behind me or in front of me or whatever, ever how you plan on doing your draw. I still want to participate, but I don't want the prize package if I win. So he asked, what inspired you to start smoking a pipe? Excuse me. I got some Coke. It's giving me the little gas in my CJP Huggy. Thanks to Corvette Jim. Thank you, Jim. So I actually have two answers for what inspired me, because the first one is what I'm going to go with, and then we'll let the other one be a story some other time. When I was 31, back in 88, 89, yeah, they made pipes back then. A guy at work, one of the project managers, he smoked a pipe, and he smoked Dr. Graybo. To me, being from the South, that's the way I pronounce it. Always have, always will. So anyway, he smoked, he would bring 3 or 4, sometimes 5 pipes a day in with him, and he carried them in between his fingers, so he had like a handful of pipes. And every time I walked through his office area, we could smoke indoors back then also. The room note, especially when he was smoking it, it was overwhelming, and it was just, I just remember it being really, really pleasant. So that inspired me to want to try a pipe. So I went to People's Drugstore. Now they're known as CVS, and that stands for Care, Value, and Service. Yeah, right. Anyway, at the drugstore, even some grocery stores, they used to have a pipe display. And I bought a Dr. Graybo Lark. Today it would be known as a nose warmer, because a little short thing, little tiny bowl. I got that and some Middleton cherry tobacco. Well, I didn't like the cherry, and I ended up throwing that away almost immediately. And I went back to the store and I ended up buying some Captain Black. And I think back then there was only like 2 different kinds. There was the white and the black pouch. I don't remember. But I just picked up one of those and I was smoking that during the day at work. And that helped me cut back on cigarettes. But his name was John Catalysic. And rest his soul. One thing about John, he was a big guy. And my family, growing up, my family called me Junior. And he called me Junie. And he raised dogs, show dogs and all. And he was a big old guy, but he had no hair on his body. He had some kind of something from being in the service, and he had to drink a radioactive dye so it would illuminate in his blood system to find out where the disease was, that whatever it was. I don't know, because I mean, I'm not a doctor, but the radioactive dye that he had to drink killed all his hair follicles. So he was bald, no facial hair, no hair on his arms, legs, anywhere, nothing on his chest, no hair anywhere. And that's easy maintenance. No shampoo, no razors. And he was probably close to 60. I know he was in his 50s. And that was 30 years ago. 35 years ago, actually. And so I give credit to John Catalysic for being my inspiration for me first picking up a pipe. So John, like I said, John, rest in peace. He smoked Borkum Riff. I bought a pouch of Borkum Riff when I was starting out trying it. And I was like, I don't know how he smokes this stuff. It was just, I had to have like the flavored stuff, the aromatic. And later I found that he was smoking the Borkum Riff, just the plain burley or whatever. And I think it had little whiskey topping, something that gave it a little bit of a room note that made it pleasant for people that didn't smoke, that came through his office area, and they would, smell the aroma. So that's what inspired me. My second story was like 30 years later, and so we'll get into that some other time. So hope that satisfies your question, Chad, and good luck to everybody that's participating, and hopefully I'll win so I can pay it forward. So there you have it. Now, what I am smoking is my Ardor from 2020. It's a little egg, looks like a reverse calabash, but it's not. This stem is actually just like a 1/4 inch when I pulled this out. Striker on the bottom. Beautiful rustication. This is from 2020, and it's a DR, Domania Rovera. I think they're brothers, the Ardor that makes it, the Rivera brothers. And this is from Domania, it's the DR. But what sold me was that brown stem. You know that. You know how I like my brown stem. So, between this brown stem and let me get some of that off the top so it'll like an outlaw, otherwise known as Sasquatch Piper, inspired me to buy this poker, this tamper. It's the brown coffee swirl. I have another Ardor that's got the same stem, same colors and all on the other, except it doesn't have, the other one doesn't have this. It has, this actually has a button on the stummel. But look how close and matched they are. When I saw him using this is a Nirrup, heavy duty. I didn't realize it was that big when I purchased it, and the tamper part is rather large. I like it. So not only when I received that, I also received another tamper. And this tamper, I'm going to accredit one of my subs, Michael Taylor. Last week I did a video and he noticed my shirt. I was wearing a Bigfoot shirt, my tank top, that says, "Let's go Brandon." He said, he messaged me on, or left a comment on that video and said, a certain online store had a Bigfoot tamper. And so that excited me right there when I saw that post. So I went on to that website, and sure enough, they still had it in stock. So of course, I got one. Pewter, I'll never use it. Well, look at that. It's a thing of beauty. You guys know how much I like my Bigfoot, and I received this 2 days ago, the same day that we watched the season 4, episode 1 of Expedition Bigfoot. So it came right on time. So you'll see this in future videos. Not all, but in some. Some, I have a shirt that's got a pencil pocket right there, and this fits in there perfect. So sometimes you'll be seeing this in my shirt. Once Bigfoot season started, I put my necklace back on. Yeah, I'm ate up with it. So now, like I said, I'm just gonna ramble. I hadn't done a video in a couple days. Just a little catch up. Took my dog to the vet yesterday. As I told y'all last week, and all, he's getting better. He's a lot better than he was 2 weeks ago. And he's getting his blood, his sugar straightened out. He's doing a lot better. We still got to give him insulin. They upped his dosage to from 2 units twice a day to 4 units twice a day. And we still had to give him a shot. So we had to go to the vet yesterday to get his blood sugar checked. And the doctor wanted us to bring our needles and stuff and demonstrate how we give him a shot. So I was like, are we gonna sit here and keep filling him up with insulin the whole time? Because she wanted us to bring our insulin with us. So she's like, no, we'll use saline water, but we'll go ahead and give him the first shot will be his insulin. And my wife and I both was like, well, this is about 3 hours early from what his routine is, because he usually gets it right around 7 in the morning and 7 at night. It's every 12 hours. And she's like, oh, it'll be okay. I'm like, how can it be okay when y'all stress every 12 hours, but now you want us to do it at like 7 or 8 hours with a bigger dosage? Isn't that just gonna spike well, insulin actually lowers your sugar. It regulates it. It helps lower your sugar. So we also got a bag of glucose something dog food. Now you got to have a prescription for it. We got canned and dry dog food, a bag of dry. The good thing about it is the dry food is like $50 for 7 pounds. Yeah, 7-pound bag. But they said if he didn't like it, we could bring it back. So that's cool. So that way we can experiment with what he's going to be able to use. And they said once he gets on a different diet, that'll help his glucose get leveled out and he won't have to take insulin, or not as much insulin in the future. So that's what we're hoping for anyway. So while we were sitting there waiting for the doctor to come in, I adjusted my shirt and my wife looked at me and said, "Do you have your firearm?" And I just looked at her and she was like, "Of course you do." And I was like, "Duh." She's like, "I don't think you would really need it here." I was like, "You can't pick your battles." I was like, this is a very excellent place that you would need it. Somebody comes in because the doctor did something wrong with their dog, their cat. Karen could come in, the crazy cat lady. This is this is a perfect example of where you need to be ready. And that's what I told her. And I said, if you stay ready, and she goes, you don't have to get ready. And I was like, exactly. So, I am ready. Glad that I didn't have to, but I was ready. So, yeah. I know there was something else I wanted to touch on, but I can't think of what it is right now other than, oh yeah. If you're expecting a package from me, it's going to be later next week, because when I said I was mailing them out Monday, I didn't realize Monday was the holiday. So it'll be Tuesday before I get all the packages mailed out. And I actually grabbed a couple more people. I know I had said I was going to share the bird's eye and the brown twist with 3 people. But I actually grabbed either 5 or 6, because I have some other packages going out to other people for things that I was going to give them at the pipe show, but I forgot and left all that crap at home. Well, it's not crap, but you know what I mean. So, in this Ardor is some brown twist. I smoked some brown Irish X earlier, and it was so smoky delicious that I wanted something a little more, so I went and filled up this, and this is a pretty good sized bowl. So I got me another hour's worth of some dark fired flavored tobacco. I don't know what that was, but it was big. So, that's about all I got. Thanks for everybody that has inquired about my little doggy. He's doing better. We're doing better since he is. Life is good, as Brad says, but it's always better with the dog. I changed it up a little bit there, Brad, because I didn't want to steal your catch line. But anyway, I think that's about it. So, remember, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And with that being said, until next time, you know what to do. Stop them and pop them.